Want to learn how to take a movie, fill it with mystery and suspense, then suck all the life out of it? Then you'll want to see Netflix's new movie, The Last House, aka Squidward's Revenge. So you wake up, you grab yourself a cup of coffee, and you try to head outside for some fresh air, but the door won't open. In fact, every single door, window, and exit in your entire house is completely sealed tight by some mystery force that seems to have come to town with the rain. No handles work, no glass breaks, and nobody seems to know why. Your phone don't even work either, so don't even think about calling for help. Then you realize it's not just you, it's the whole damn neighborhood. If you were inside when this happened, you're trapped. If you were outside when this happened, you're fucked.
Well, that sucks.
Because there's something out there with you, and I wouldn't suggest you try petting it.
We can't help you. I'm sorry.
Hi.
See, that's the basic premise of this movie, which I admit doesn't sound half bad. We're following a family that goes from being just mildly confused to absolutely losing their shit when the food and the water and just basic supplies just start running out. It stars Wagner Moura, who was just fantastic. He did a lot of that heavy emotional lifting, and he did a class on showing how a dad that's trying to stay calm on the outside can eternally panic about how he's going to keep his family alive for another day. Now, on paper, it had all the ingredients to be a hit. It's claustrophobic, it's tense, and it takes this hypothetical question and gives it to us. How long would you last with your family before you start flipping out and start torturing each other? As for me, I give it about 15 minutes. To be fair, the first half of the movie really delivered on that. And what made this movie so fascinating early on, it isn't the sci-fi or the mystery. It's the way it acts as this deep dive into how us humans handle stress, where we're all trapped together, isolated from the outside world, no type of communication. I mean, what happens when those relationships are at stake and the claustrophobia starts setting in? What happens when the original owners of this planet show up and decide to take it back?
I don't know. I'm starting to think Operation Enduring Occupation was a bad idea. We had to invade. They were working on weapons of mass disintegration. Sure they were.
The horror in the first two acts isn't whatever is happening outside. It's that slow, agonizing breakdown of communication between the people who really love each other. Now, when you take away the daily routines, the jobs, the grocery stores, the internet, all that's left is survival. Watching this family dynamic shift from everyday home life to quiet paranoid tension in this movie, it was pretty peak. The problem is, though, a movie can only ride so high on that atmosphere before it actually has to go somewhere. And once that initial shock of being trapped wears off, the story starts spinning its wheels with just repetitive survival stuff that just feels like filler rather than building any kind of real suspense.
He's out of line, but he's right.
The rest of the family members are a bit just underwhelming, which kind of makes it hard to care when desperate things start happening. It looks good and it's well made, but up until the very end, what you're really watching is a character study about surviving a crisis. The ending completely just goes full on absurd when it shifts gears in a way that just feels unearned and pretty much just downright silly. It trades all that good, grounded psychological tension for a payoff that just feels completely detached from the rest of the story. And that's frustrating because the setup just promises this mind-bending sci-fi mystery and build up the drama, and in the end it just completely just shit the bed.
See with that face of me? Oops! A wet one?
Overall, fam, I really wanted to like this movie. I had this thing on my reminders list like when I first heard about it, so I'm hurt that I really didn't like it. It starts out like a thrilling edge-of-your-seat experience, but by the time you get to the reveal, it just turns into another forgettable streaming release that had all the potential in the world and just traded it for a can of beans.
Nigga, you smoke enough sherm, your dumb ass will do a lot of motherfucking things.
Coming in at an hour and 52 minutes, The Last House is played over on Netflix if you'd like to head over there and check it out for yourself. Or hey, maybe you already have. Whichever the case, fam, hit me up over in that comment section so we can keep the conversation going about this one, because I would love to hear your opinion. But as for mine, The Last House is unfortunately watch list rejected.